Alexei wasn't sure if he'd entered the right movie theater as he put down his popcorn and sat in his chair. The room was dark and quiet. There were only 3 spectators scattered throughout the large Moscow theater, which could accommodate more than 100 people. It was a Friday evening and Alexei had come to see The Witness, his first feature film about the Russian invasion of Ukraine, which premiered nationwide on August 17. The Witness focuses on a fictional character named Daniel Cohen, a respected Belgian violinist who arrived in Kiev to perform in February 2022, days before Russian troops entered Ukraine. According to film's premise, Cohen is caught in the middle of conflict as Russia begins its war, witnessing a series of inhumane crimes and bloody provocations committed by Ukrainian nationalists. At one point, a Ukrainian commander is walking around with a copy of Mein Kampf, while other Ukrainian soldiers swear allegiance to Adolf Hitler. Witnessing this unspeakable horror, Cohen sets out to tell the world the truth about conflict. During its 2-hour run, film explores the wide range of lies Kremlin used to justify its invasion of Ukraine. On the eve of the invasion, Vladimir Putin said Moscow must denazize its neighbor. This lie was that dangerous Nazis were infiltrating Ukraine. But Witness is a flop at the box office. With a budget of 200 rubles, the film grossed less than 14 rubles in its first 2 weeks. And audiences across the country reported that movie theaters were empty. YouTube: I had already watched all the other movies and had a free evening, so I decided to just watch, Alexei said, demanding that his last name be kept secret for security reasons. When I got to the movie room, I thought watching was over because the hall was so empty, as Russian officials ramp up their war rhetoric in their own country. Films like The Witness raise questions about how effective Russian propaganda films actually are. Everywhere they go, Russians are confronted with forced propaganda on public television, on the street, in schools and universities, said Ivan Filippov, creative director of AR Content, the production company of renowned filmmaker Alexander Rodnyansky. It's no surprise that people don't want to spend their own money to see more of the same things. He added, opinion polls consistently show that many in Russia prefer to ignore the war in Ukraine. According to a survey released last month by the Levada Center, Russia's only independent pollster, 40% of Russians said they did not actively follow events in Ukraine, while only 23% of respondents said they followed closely the conflict. A ticket machine with a poster of The Witness in Moscow. Many Russians prefer Barbie. Alexander Zemlyanichenko AP. Many people want to watch movies that allow him to forget for a moment what is really going on. Forget the gloom and disaster of the news from Ukraine, said Filippov. After the promotion, The Last Thing T.